Now let's place our camera so we can do our walkthrough. In this case, it's going to be a walk by. So it'll be something similar to this, where we can see from the exterior, and we can go around the house. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go to, I think we did it last time, finished floor. I'm going to set my cameras here. So we go to view, okay, 3D view right here, and we're going to go to walkthrough. Okay, it's going to be a walkthrough, but we're going to do it as a flyby, so it's like we're going on the exterior. Remember, we're going to do the exterior, and then we're going to go inside. So let's go to walkthrough. Here we're going to put our height, the offset from the finished floor, 5'6". That's going to be where the camera is going to be set in regards to the finished floor. So it's going to be 5'6" high. If you want to do higher, you can do so. Let's do maybe 5'10", so somewhere a little bit taller from finished floor. So from here, what I'm going to do, just set my path first. And remember, every click you do is going to be a keyframe, and there's going to be a camera there that we can manipulate. So I'm going to just go around like this. Now, don't put it too close, don't put it too far away, because, well, we can change it. I'll show you how to change that. So I'm going to put my cameras, or do my path. And then from here, I want for it to come in and end up in the living room. Okay, so I place the camera there. Finish walkthrough. All right. So then I have my cameras here. So I'm going to go to edit walkthrough. Okay, we have 300 keyframes from start to end. So we're right now we are at the end. So here, if we go to previous keyframe, it takes you to the last placement of the camera, or you can do previous frame. If you do previous frame, it's going one by one. Notice how it's going from 281, 280, and so on. But we don't want that, so we're going to go, or I'm going to start here actually frame 1. So it takes us to the beginning. No, it takes to the beginning. So this is our first camera. Now notice the camera right now is pointing away from our model. So to turn it to face the model, in this case right now the camera is here, it's pointing outside of it, or this is the view of the camera. If you click this button here, you can rotate it and put it towards what is it that you want to see. Now here is how much you want to see for that camera to reach and see more of. So I'm going to open it up the way it was, so we see more of that section right there. Okay, so we have changed the position of our camera for the first camera. Now we're going to go into the other cameras here. Okay, sorry again. So right now we're in the first camera. If I click on here, next keyframe, it's going to jump me to the other camera. So I'm just going to do the same thing right there. The next keyframe, I'm going to rotate that one, point it towards it, and I'm going to keep on doing that to other cameras so they're pointing towards the house. Okay. So what's happening is that the spacing between the cameras, like all this, is going to be filled in. The camera is going to follow the path, and the camera is going to continue from this angle up to this angle. So it's going to start rotating as it goes. Okay. Next keyframe. Rotate it towards here. Next keyframe. There. Okay. Last frame. Yeah, last frame goes in. I'm just going to close it just a bit. Okay. So now we have placed our cameras and they're pointing towards the house. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to play it. Okay, of course it did from where it was. So when you do your walkthrough, notice here at the bottom, it does the actual walkthrough of your cameras. And I think we had 3 previous ones here. The one we just did, it was the last one that I did where I set my camera. So that's going to be walkthrough 4. So if I click here on walkthroughs, in your case, it's going to be probably walkthrough 1. Click on it or double click on it, and it shows you where the last placement of the camera, which was the 1 second to the last. So if I go to edit walkthrough inside the walkthrough, if I play it, it's gonna send me to from the previous one. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go to frame 1. Okay, so that's where it's gonna start. I'm gonna play it. Okay, now we can't see the house. Okay, we see the driveway kind of appears and then disappears. Well, the reason for that is because we need to deselect something here on our settings. So on the cameras, what I'm going to do, it's with your walkthrough selected, go ahead and deselect far clip active. Deselect that one. What that's going to allow us is that now you'll be able to see the house. Okay, so make sure you deselect that one. So it looks pretty good. I think what I'm going to do, it's open a little more this view, so it doesn't. So I'm going to open up just a tad, about there. Let's try this. I'm going to close it from the bottom, that I wouldn't see too much sky. And let's try it. Okay, so we see some grass, we see some sky. Okay, I think this works. And it goes in, and there you go. Okay, that works. Now keep in mind that here at the bottom you can see it in wireframe, or you can see it shaded. Okay, just if whenever you start adding more, it's gonna, of course, make it slow it down a bit. Okay. So for the purpose of our video, of course, you want to put it realistic. So we're gonna put here realistic, and we're gonna run it realistic right now. Now notice the sky. There's nothing in the sky. So what I want you to do is, all right, here in the sun, I'm gonna open sun settings, and let's see what this does. I'm just gonna put still. I'm gonna put look for McAllen, the date, put the time more or less. I think it's doing my time right now. Just to see what type of how the sky looks, but I believe it's not gonna, and the animation is not gonna do it, but on the rendering it will. So, and we can play around with this. So I'm gonna put apply and OK. All right, and now to save it, we're gonna go to File, Export, and Animation right here, Image Animation, and Walkthrough. I'm gonna put here, I think it's actually no, let's do 15. Leave it at 15. Okay, frames per second, and leave everything as is. I'm gonna put OK, and then make sure you put it where you want that video to be saved, and give it a name. So I'm gonna put it in my computer. In your case, put it to the server or your own computer, and then from there you're gonna upload it to Blackboard. So give it a name. I'm gonna call it Final Animation. Okay, save, and it's gonna start running. On the video compression, just leave it as is. Put OK, and it's gonna start doing it. All right, I'm not gonna record the whole process, so let me stop it here and then come back once it's done. Okay, so it finished. So once it runs, you're gonna see it here going like from 1, and it's gonna go all around and give you the percentage here of how much has been rendered. It finished. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go look for it. I think I saved it on videos, and here it is, Final Animation, and it's a video. Double click it, and there you go. So it's gonna run across or around the house, and then it's gonna go into the living room, just the way we had placed the cameras. All right, so it's gonna go in, and there you go. Okay, so that's how you do your walkthrough and then we're gonna save it as an AVI or animation, and so have it ready because you're gonna have to submit that. That's part of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that.